Hi everyone, Tranquil Rose here, Jennean. I just wanted to do a video about your navel chakra, also known as your solar plexus. The theme of your solar plex is willpower, self-confidence, personality, self-development, self-control, feelings, sensitivity, power, and determination. So this chakra is considered your power source. It is one chakra that, if it's out of balance, will affect all of your other chakras. The number of the petals on the chakra is 10, and it's yellow. The mantra is wrong. So wrong. The element is fire. So as you can tell by the theme of the chakra, fire kind of adds that extra energy, so you can see how it's your power source being from the fire. The basic symbol is triangle, so you envision a yellow or a gold circle of energy with 10 petals, like a lotus flower, and the symbol of a triangle in it, if you feel guided to. The ruling planet is Mars, and the sensory is your sight. Solar plexus is also known as Manipura. Manipura meaning shining jewel or place of jewels. In traditional teachings, this chakra is considered particularly rich in energy. Basically your power source, as I was saying before. As a shining sun, this chakra shares radiance through the entire body, animating it with prana, which is the universal life force energy. Without it, we don't really exist. This chakra is also referred to as your power source. So it's not just the things that it governs, it gives your entire being energy. Deities associated with the solar plexus are Lakini, Rudra, and Agni, the fire god. This chakra is depicted as a yellow gold, is depicted as yellow gold to symbolize the fiery, vital energy that emanates from this chakra. So like I was saying before, with the fire energy and the fire goddess behind it, your entire being is getting this vital life force energy from this chakra. So when it's blocked, as you can imagine, any one of these chakras being blocked really kind of affects your life, but this one will actually affect how your other chakras are flowing and balancing. This chakra has a ram as its symbolic animal, known for its fiery strength. Volatile quicksilver, which is in nature comes from the quicksilver mineral cinnabar. It is the metallic and chemical equivalent for the solar plex. The solar plex is located between your belly button and your rib cage. The solar plex is especially directed towards the stomach. So much energy is directed there. Also the small intestine and the liver, being as it's exactly located there. The solar plex governs the spleen and gallbladder as well. It regulates the digestive system and autonomic nervous system as well. An important role of the solar plexus is the functioning of the pancreas and in the production of digestive enzymes and insulin. So a lot of people with hypoglycemia and other problems like that could really use focusing on their solar plexus chakra. I like calling it solar plex, but it can also be referred to as navel. The solar plex provides energy upon which the foundation of a healthy personality depends. So when you're feeling like you're not quite strengthened in your personality and you're undecided on just about everything, it can be because your navel chakra is off. It gives the ability to see things through to their conclusion. Your intuition is also sourced from the solar plex. So when you're having a lack of intuition and knowing, I guess, would be another way to say it. It's an indication that you have a weak solar plex. A lack of or blockage in the solar plex problems can be apathy, insecurity, lack of feelings, and low intuition. It can also be the opposite. It can be rage and all kinds of things like that. Anything to do with like personality. Methods for harmonizing the solar plex. Gemstones, citrine, chrysoberyl. I've never heard of that crystal before, but I'm sure it's amazing. So citrine, chrysoberyl, amber, which I have in a ring, and tiger's eye. I called it cat's eye the other day. I'm not sure why it's like when you're doing a video and you're trying to stay focused on what you're thinking of, I was like, what is this? Cat's eye? I mean, I was close. Cat's eye makes sense, but it's actually tiger's eye. And yellow jasper. Aromatherapy would be lavender, chamomile, lemon, and anise. So I had a lavender aromatherapy bath today with crystals. Bach flowers, impatience, scleranthus, hornbeam. I've never heard of scleranthus. Spice, cardamom, and anise. So it's almost that time of year where you can get away with putting this in just about anything Christmassy, and you'll be helping your solar plex and everybody else that you feed it to. So medicinal plants would be fennel, chamomile, and juniper berries. So eating or drinking, making a tea out of any of those would be a good one. A good indication of blocks in your solar plex. A weak solar plex will affect the development of all other chakras. Serious blockages can lead to psychological problems such as eating disorders. This isn't a common like, oh, I have a weak solar plex chakra. This is like, it's been years and it's really become a serious problem and you have almost like an identity crisis going on. You can end up with eating disorders and just all kinds of things. Also common are insomnia or nightmares with themes such as being chased and killed, being sick, or being unable to move. So if you have a common, mine is chased. I wouldn't say so much lately because my navel chakra is doing pretty good, but being chased for sure. Being killed, being sick, or being unable to move. I feel like sometimes we have these, but when you have a really reoccurring, it is a good indication of your solar plex. Solar plex blockages need to be the first addressed out of all of your chakras, many of times resulting in balancing of all other chakras. So when you're feeling like, oh, my throat's kind of out of balance, my throat chakra is really, I'm not being able to speak my truth, but really I have a very serious blockage or a very weak solar plex chakra, it will affect your throat and your ability to speak your truth. So being able to understand where your blockages are coming from can really cause a lot of ease and grace in balancing your chakras, because it could just be that you need to focus on your solar plex and then all the others fall into place, instead of focusing on all these other ones that, yes, you're going to get there, but you could just simply do it by focusing on your power source for sure. Solar plex is developed in your unborn child in month 7. Month 7, your child develops the capacity to access and control its life energy. So by month 7, your child is very active. It's a very good month to start acknowledging when your child is moving around and speaking and singing and playing music to your child. Solar plex becomes an active theme in your life process during the ages 29 to 35. specifically 33, which is my age right now. So my theme right now is getting into my intuition and strengthening my personality. Ailments related to blocked solar plexus is stomach ailments or ulcers. If you are prone to ulcers, that could be another indication. Heartburn, diseases of the liver, spleen, and gallbladder, jaundice, stomach aches, digestive disorders, backache. I feel like all the lower ones kind of have something to do with a backache, so I would focus on some of the others. Nervous disorders, obesity, and eating disorders. So any of the extremes. I used to emotional eat big time, but I would say like binge eating would be a good indication. So to work on, actually check up when you need to work on your navel chakra. If it is difficult for you to express your feelings freely, if you have a hard time recognizing goals and are reaching them, if you give in to others too easily, if you have a hard time accepting criticism, if your emotions get the upper hand if your emotions get the upper hand and you do things that you later regret, if you suffer from nightmares or insomnia, if you suffer from anxiety, if you are prone to stomach problems, if you have heartburn, if your stomach feels tight and cramped or you often feel queasy, if you are overweight or you suffer from eating disorders, and if you have jealousy or aggressive tendencies. If you have any of these, or if you have multiple, there's a good chance that you have a lower navel chakra, and it's definitely one of the ones that you need to focus on first. I do suggest doing the root chakra and stuff as your base, but if you're really resonating with some of these indications that you need to work on your solar plex, I would start there and then focus from the root up. Ways that you can harmonize. Put a few drops of essential oil in your diffuser. So lavender, chamomile, lemon, and anise are all excellent for stimulating your solar plex. Bathing using chamomile is especially recommended to balance the energy flow of the navel chakra. For a warm bath, use 10 drops of chamomile oil and 4 ounces of cream. They really love this whole like aromatherapy, essential oils, and cream bath. I've never tried it yet, but I'm totally fascinated with giving it a shot. Mix together and pour into your bath. Excuse me. For aromatherapy massage, you can just use a base oil and use some of your essential oils that are accustomed for your solar plex. Gemstone. So you can have a crystal bath that is focusing on your solar plex. Use the crystals and gemstones that are you could actually do a combination of these. So you could do your aromatherapy with your gemstones in the bathtub. You can put straight on your solar plex and just meditate for a little while. You can hold them and meditate. Make sure you give them a little squeeze to get them activated. Citrine would be the best for direct therapy right on there. Vocalization, you can chant. Affirmations. I let my feelings run freely and trust my spontaneous decisions. I let my feelings run freely and trust my spontaneous decisions. That's a great affirmation. I use my inner strength to make the world a better place. That one would be the one that I would choose. Through the power of my will, I can reach any goal. So any of these you can say 3 times out loud to yourself in the mirror, and that will help. They say chakra energy massage in this book, but really what they mean is Reiki. So Reiki is a really good one. Activating the navel chakra in daily life. Stay warm, especially when the weather is cold. Do not allow yourself to get super cold. Make sure that you breathe from your stomach and not from your chest. So when you're doing meditations, you want your stomach to be moving out when you're breathing in. Does that make sense? Yeah, so you're extending your stomach to breathe in more, and then when you go to breathe out, you're pushing the air back up. Open yourself to the sun's power. Enjoy short but regular sunbathing. Make sure you wear sunscreen. Bring the color yellow into your life. So wear yellow, have yellow in your surroundings is another great one in your daily life. Get into contact with the fire element. Try to relax near the fireplace. So these are all great for this time of year. Look for things to excite your interest. So anything that really gets your passion going is a really good stimulant for your chakra. Romantic music strengthens the navel chakra. So listen to Chopin or any classical music that really kind of gets your feelings going. Learn to express your feelings and speak your truth. That's a big one. Such a big one for your solar plex. And enjoy the practices that aim at strengthening the navel chakra during the phase of the waxing moon. So there are so many different ways that you can focus on this, and it in turn will help you to strengthen your intuition, which I think is the biggest thing with this chakra. Like when we can strengthen our intuition, we are really in our divine guidance, and we're really in tune with what is best for ourselves, and we're almost listening to a different type of guidance. So people can say what they want, but you know, because of your solar plex chakra. If you would like to know your personality chakra, I would be happy to do the test for you. You just need to let me know. I hope that this helps. I'm sorry I was a couple days late. I actually had my staff party I work for a company called Domestic Divas, and we had our staff party and we went out for dinner. So I was busy having fun last night, so I didn't do my video. And I actually left my book in my boss's car, so it must not have been meant to be the night before. So tonight is the perfect night, and stay tuned for the heart chakra. So that is the big heavy hitter for all of your feelings and guidance as well. But this one I wanted to speak on, and I was especially excited because it governs so much of your body. Like when you think about your life force energy, when you aren't getting your life force energy, your entire being feels off kilter, which changes your existence. Like your entire reality with other people, when you're thrown off, is affected. Like you're not feeling yourself. You're not getting the guidance that you need. You're not speaking your truth, which is also your throat chakra, but you're not getting the feelings in order to speak your truth. It's so important. So thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for the heart chakra either tomorrow or the next day. Thank you, everyone.